Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers. Welcome to a short edition of Aries Sky Read video blog. I'm Aries Sky. So, I wanted to talk to you all about prepping and the future. So, I saw a report last night when I was getting ready to relax, and the report was scary. Plain and simple, it was downright scary. You see, don't forget to do the dishes, Chloe. It was downright scary. So I know moderator Cam, literally asked me to do this video. So I'm not going to do it too long because, you guys want short videos and I'm not here to please you all. And because there's a lot of things going on in the world, I decided to come on for a couple minutes and then leave. And I should check in with my father before and let him know I'm a little tired, but I can try to stay up till 4 if I need to. Otherwise, I should get some sleep. Just depends on what Dad wants. He wants me to run the course, but frankly, I don't him running things and me basically sitting back is. So to me, I'm like really tired. So, anyways, so we need to talk about prepping, okay? So I just saw a report talking about the inevitable stock market crashing, housing bubble popping, eviction moratorium gone, everyone being evicted, 40 million people that didn't pay the rent, and leads us to preparing for prepping. Now, I, of course, just want to say that to make things work properly, you must prep, And that's something you must do because they're talking about forced stimulus check, which is highly unlikely. People are still clickbaiting it, which is not good. Hello, Cam. I'm not going to be here too long, brother, because I am tired. So prepping is something you need to do. You need to have 3 sets of prepping skills. 1, paper towels, toilet paper, household goods. You're in it for the long haul. 2 is the virus can spread. This new B117 is so contagious. It's got a communal rate of 70 to 90%. So it's really bad. 2 is canned goods. You need to get canned goods, and I mean canned goods before they run out. Now, the reason for it is there's a tin shortage, basically. So if you get a can of beans, you better make sure you save that can of beans because tin is getting harder. So is soda. Now, if you're trying to get a hold of regular soda, that's a different story. So I got to tell you, I was looking at soda the other day to have some shipped in by Amazon. Anyways, the story goes that I was looking at a new Mountain Dew flavor called watermelon flavor. By the way, I did find the Peeps flavored Pepsi. And Chloe, of course, she's like, all right. Yeah, well, it was an Easter joke. So anyways, I'm looking to track my order, finding out where my order is. I ordered paper towels. So far, it has not even shipped, and it's supposed to be in tomorrow. And Amazon keeps changing the dates on my orders. So, So that's the first thing I want to say. Okay. That's cool. So the second item is, the next item on your prepping kit is boxed meals. Making sure you get boxed meals so you can get it. Oh, you just heard about that. That's amazing, Cam. Yeah, it was funded to make a experiment with virus under the Obama administration. So there you have it. Yeah, so anyway, I want to share that with all of you, So So, something I wanted to share with you, So, one of the things you got to do is prepare and prep. Another thing I want to say is while you're prepping, you want in your fourth prepping kit, God willing, is streaming services, because you're going to be in it for the long haul. It ain't going to go away. And about 30% or 30 to 70%, mostly the supposedly Trumpers, aren't going to get vaccinated. And they're like, well, we trust Trump. We don't trust that. But Trump already got vaccinated. He even said it on television. Go ahead and get the shot. Unfortunately, there's a lot of problems in the next 4 years. Things can change in the next 4 years with Donald Trump. So I'm not holding my breath out right now. So we must move on to the future. And that future is not focusing on the next election due to the fact that there could be, if the pandemic worsens, there won't be a next election. Now, before I say next election, I'm talking about the virus vaccinating. So let me just tell you another story. I just finished watching the remake of The Stand, and instead, this one here basically said like 7.3 billion people were wiped out. Well, our population's like 10 billion, so if 9.8 billion people or 9.9 billion people got wiped out, the Great Reset would happen, but it would reset it with thousands instead of 100 million. So, and it was an interesting movie, though. I got to tell you, the entire thing played out differently than the original movie with Gary Sinise as Stu Reddings, Redman, and they changed some of the stuff over. I got to tell you, Sister Abigail in it, or Mother Abigail, was played by Whoopi Goldberg, which was pretty funny, you know. And so it was an interesting concept, and an interesting movie to say the least. So, anyways, so the movie had the 7 deadly sins: murder, adultery, um, lying, cheating, stealing, not honoring their father and the mother, stuff like that. And the guy who I thought did a good job at playing Nick. They didn't give him a big role in it at all. And the other movie, me and Chloe knows, he played a better role in it. And M.O. Owen, they made that guy really different this time. Oh, I'm Tom Cullen. I'm age 42. I have a learning disability. Please don't. I think we could train Chloe to do this. Please don't be disturbed with my behavior. It's just I can't remember everything in my noggin. They're like, "Who are you?" I'm Tom Cullen, age 42. Goes back to the same thing that you know.
It's not like M-O-O-N.
No, he said, yeah. Well, he says that many times over, but. And then in that movie, again, they did make it so in the movie and the 9-hour miniseries, and then the TV show version, or the other one, they did make it so the enemy, Randall Flagg, was supposedly in the movie they say it's Satan, or not Satan. The problem is they explained it better in the reboot, that it was Satan's son that it was handling things, And when he got killed, by the way, Trash Can Man didn't get a good role either in that one, you know.
See, he didn't say. Of course, he probably didn't say boing boing boing.
No, he didn't say anything. He's just like, I forgive all of you. And then it shows his face completely peeling out from radiation from a nuclear weapon in the desert, and then it said he's like, my life for yours, and And instead, the nuclear missile, the tip of the missile. Remember the other one? He had a bomb. Remember, he actually drove the bomb in on this little golf cart thing. This time, he was just driving on with the next to him in the desert, all the way there. He found the nuclear warhead, and it was just maybe a 6-foot warhead for the tip of a missile, and he's carried it back. And in the end, the entire New Vegas blew up, but everything in Vegas was like, a sin and adultery and everything else. It was an interesting movie, and you got to think that could happen with what's going on right now with the virus getting outdated.
You think Satan would live in Las Vegas?
Yes, because that's what they call Sin City, Chloe. The state of Nevada is Sin State because they have nothing but.
Even though you got churches in the suburbs of Vegas that worship God.
Yeah, but the thing is, do they really go there? It's usually to make money to get married. Anyways, Nathan Tree says, what is the one thing you would teach the younger? Right now, I would teach the younger generation multiple things. One is, thou shalt trust the Lord thy God with all your heart, soul, strength, might, and mind. 2 is, trust God in everything you do. 3 is ask God for advice. And 4 is prep, because we're not out of the woods. There's too many people in the world that literally have no idea what's coming down the pipe. And that means, one, there is a food shortage. I was just talking about that today, Nathan. People need to prepare early. Always stock up what you need and never run out, and add to your home kit at home, because, like I said, it's not going to get any better. 2, when you send your youngsters out to go grocery shopping, I know a couple whippersnappers that don't listen when I say, for example, I'm going to go to the store. Okay. I want 4 chocolate milks instead of 1 chocolate milk. How is 1 equal 4 chocolate milks? Do you see? And you can see I got my shit-eating grin.
You said chocolate milk. You didn't say the quantity.
Do I need to post a note every time on the fridge? Out of milk, get 4 chocolate milks.
Fine, you can just tell me the number next time, not just say chocolate milk and expect me just to magically pull out 4 chocolate milks. Because chocolate milk doesn't mean 4 chocolate milks, 3 chocolate milks, or 2 chocolate milks, or 8 chocolate milk. It just means chocolate milk in general, regardless of the quantity.
Fine, 4 at least. Then I don't have to go out. Oh, wait, I don't go out. Hello, Kimberly. Science and spirituality. I don't believe in science, Cam. I believe everything happens for a reason with God. So technically, but then again, my dad and I were talking about your thing about Raw, so the other thing is, like I said, prepping is a good thing, and by the way, I spent $5.99 this month out of my regular money. I didn't spend any more because I haven't tapped into the stimulus check yet, and I bought like I said, paper towels. We're plenty of toilet paper, but that's the other thing. Toilet paper is going to be shorted, and there's a reason for it. They're having a pulp mill. Pulp mill makes paper, mostly toilet paper. And 2 is they're having paper towel shortages. Again, pulp mill. 3 is shipping around the country is delayed. Oh, and I found out from the company directly that the government was sending those cheapy government phones. The reason for the government phones is semiconductors are out. So this is like a Q-Link government phone. I have another phone coming from another company. Semiconductors are cheap, so but semiconductors, paper towels, furniture, mostly wood. Treated lumber is hard to get a hold of. I mean, we're basically going into a depression slowly. And then the other thing I wanted to share with you all is the fact that the government turns around everyone, and the government turns around everyone, And because of it, certain things are sold out because, semiconductors are sold out. So in the meantime, everyone has to wait nicely, And so to me, it is downright, you need to prep. You just got to prep. And I wanted to share that with you. And two is always go through other channels if you cannot find the supplies you went through. I went through a different store the other day, and I couldn't believe what I found. So, I was looking for ramen, and I found ramen. So I am going to sign in real quick because I want to look for something actually real quick, food-wise, by just putting in a search parameter. But the thing is you need to prep. The thing, you can't sit on the sidelines. There we go. Wow, isn't that interesting? So yeah, anyways, always prepare and always be prepared. It's not going to be easy. Oh yeah, I wonder, do they do? All right, here we go. Last search for this part. Here we go. And I found another store that can deliver food to me. So me and Chloe were kind of semi-blessed. So it's always good to be semi-blessed. I'm not using the metric system. Sorry to say, Cam. So, anyways, like I said, you need to prep because we're going to see a lot of things happen the next 9 months. It's not going to be pretty. So, it's better to be prepared than not be prepared. Between evictions and food shortages, people are hoarding again. Literally, they're hoarding. So, the secret is if you have your stimulus check, hold on to it. And if you don't need to buy groceries right now, don't. Try to use up what you have before you restock so you can get some fresh supplies and then stretch it out another 6 months, Oh, yeah. I mean, we all need emergency storage. Unfortunately, Kimberly, there's a lot of people hoarding things too. Well, good for you. If you want to get plumpy, then enjoy your Swiss rolls. I won't touch Swiss rolls. Holy knows I try avoiding sweet foods. Hell, it took her what 3.5 weeks or so for me to eat a salami stick.
Which one did you eat? The big or little one?
I ate the Coro. The other one I'll eat soon. Just take my time. I had that as a dietary, but then I sat on the shitter for a lot of times. So I had to mute my movie. That's why it was basically my movie was taking too long. So finish up. It was a 9-part movie that was really good. In my opinion, I think episode 5 was the best. So, but I'm glad you guys are hearing me because, the good Lord wants me to reiterate to you that you need to prepare. Preparing is for the best. In the meantime, in the meantime, it's the way it is. So, anywho, and try to avoid eating out too. I know it's tempting. Heck, I'm tempted at times to send Chloe to give me a pizza. By the time I get up from my sleep, I won't need a pizza,
You have to get back up at 4 for your class, or you're staying up.
I'm going to call Dad first, see if I can get out of it. He already convinced me to spend $20 on a course that we're taking over 8 weeks or 10 weeks. How to interpret the Bible by some guy. He thinks I need to know the interpret the Bible. I mean, literally $20 for it was like pay as you can afford. Last time I paid like $30, I think, but this time I was like at 20, and as a recurring customer, I got on the early bird special. So, and by the way, everyone, I did have a bath, so I'm feeling clean. I just, like I said, it was I made my bed up. I was gonna park my butt, you know. But anyways, I found a deal for some ramen, so I might get some more soon. So, and my little guy here, he's doing quite all right. Aren't you, little guy? So, anyways, yeah. So the report said, out of coffee, out of household goods, people are picking the shelves clean. Cheeses are gone. Chloe knows I like my cheese. I'm just surprised when Chloe was at the co-op, she didn't say, "Oh, it really needs a couple boxes of the white cheese." You know, that cheese is really good. They don't go bad. It's just some people say that they expire, and I don't know anything about it. I just ate ramen and I had to run, so I think it's because I ate 2 fire bowls. So I think what it was, Kimberly, was the salt content in them. I don't eat a lot of salt, so I was sitting on the shitter this morning for a bit off and on, trying to pass out the ramen, you know. But it's all fine, you know. It's just I also had coffee too, so. But you know that thing, you gotta prepare. You gotta make sure you have enough to get through. And I also want to say that as long as you have streaming services and you're at home, you can get through the pandemic if you have fast internet because you can stream things. I keep telling Chloe to get off her useless ass.
And stream some movies.
Yeah, Hulu, Netflix. I'm paying for them, and Chloe ain't using them.
Netflix, Hulu, password's the same.
Yeah, just I don't need it. You don't need to say it on YouTube. Remember, someone tried to hack into Disney Plus the other day. I had to reset them all. Look, Cam, let me tell you a bullshit story about Diablo 3, okay? If you have Diablo 3 and you go out and whatever system it is, for example, if you're running it on Xbox, right? What you do is you do this, all right? I'd send you a copy. Whoops, hold on a sec. Let me go to Amazon real quick for the example, okay? So, for example, if you're going to go and say, I'm going to buy the digital copy, don't. Let me give you an idea what you do. And don't waste money, okay? Let me tell you exactly why. Because I know what's going on. If you're looking for Xbox, bless you. So let me show you, okay? So you want Diablo 3, all right, for PC. If you have it for PC, for PC, you can just go directly to Battle.net and it'll be on your computer already. They can download it. Now, if it's for Xbox, if you're looking for the Xbox version, all you pay is $32, Cam, for another copy, but the copy is better because you get the expansion. So here's the link. So you get the expansion. Hello, Big. You got me before I was going to bed, so you know. So there you go. Just pay that price on Amazon and get her done, man. You get a physical copy and you get the expansions. You also get the Necromancer expansion.
Diablo 3.
Well, exactly. The Necromancer expansion's cool.
Yeah, you could It does a lot. They can do a lot of damage to enemies with that.
I know. The one I'm really pissed off about is they're not giving any release dates for Diablo 2 for Xbox or PS4 or PS5.
I need to eventually buy an Acro for ESO. I have it on GM too, an Acro. I have an Acro in there. And yes, on GM2.
I found a shop that will send me ramen too at like $5 a case. Go ahead. Sorry.
It's okay. But yeah, on GM2, when you have your downtime, right, the best profession to use. You're nodding your head.
I'm listening.
You're making faces because you don't want me talking.
Well, I'm trying to do a live video too, but people want to hear me instead of you. But go ahead, we're listening.
I'm not even going to talk. You talk.
Yeah, no, go ahead. Go ahead.
Talk about the stimulus update because
I don't have a stimulus update. There is no stimulus. We're talking about prepping. But go ahead.
Okay. Talk about the prepping. Talk about the pandemic.
No, go ahead with your crap.
I don't want to talk about. I forgot what I was talking about.
Talking about paying money for Nacro for ESO. Well, see, I was paying attention.
Other games, I just don't make those faces.
Well, I'm smiling. You can't smile?
You're just...
See, I'm smiling.
It's like you're doing some sort of hidden communication with some subscribers, trying to tell them that I'm just a noise and a nuisance.
Do you want to tear my subscribers down again? Because I'm listening to you.
I'm not going to say anything.
You wanted to buy the Nacro. How much is it?
Well, it's in a cross where you pay crowns.
Oh, okay. So why don't you get some crowns then?
Yeah, they're a little harder to get than gems in Guild Wars 2.
Mm-hmm.
But, at least in GM2 you get the Nacro with the game, and you get better downtime or an easier chance to get back on your feet.
I like Downtown. I play my story season game. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I like the creamy chicken ramen myself, but I got to get some right now. I'm eating down what we have, and so far I'm trying to get Chloe to eat down as many of those fire bowls as possible. I think the fire bowl did a number on my stomach last night, so I might need to change flavors. I'm more of a creamy chicken, myself. I don't mind once in a while a Dutch Dwarf flavored ramen. Dutch Dwarf ramen would be very tasty too.
If I say one little thing, you just make those facial expressions to your subscribers, trying to tell them I'm a nuisance. I'm a nuisance. I'm a nuisance, but because I just said one word. Matter of fact, Maltby's in there. You don't want to do that.
I'm listening to you.
Matter of fact, it's like trusting fake Hannah over someone who you've seen in person.
What? I don't trust fake Hannah, but I'm trying to do something so I can speed this up. That's okay. Don't squirm. You're not going to be eaten by anyone. Look at this fat little baby. Isn't he cute? Look how tiny he is. See, I get to pull his tail.
Yeah, I got a meal up there. That's my meal. Yeah.
Go on, Ems.
That's dog food you have in your cage. What do you... Okay, you have a bag of kibbles back there.
Let me ask you, Kimberly, what you're talking about. Why?
Dog food bags. Why are you putting dog food in a cage there? Take it out, show it to me, then putting it back in the cage. It's a slap in the face.
So, man. Kimberly, why are you saying that? That's something I'd like to know. Because you don't know what I know.
Why do you keep dog food in that cage? Take it out and put it back in. It's like a slap in the face to me.
Because he's a life form. You don't need a life form. Especially not a bun.
But he's dog food.
He ain't dog food. He's a buddy. He's my child too.
Hey, this is the oldest piece of this is a piece of dog food you had for 2 years and didn't even give it to me. He said there's a lot of dog food he bought afterwards. He already gave to me. He's not dog food. This is a thing. He's a boom boom. Don't eat boom booms. I don't want boom booms.
No. Alright, I'm back.
Moppy, if someone had a lizard, you try to eat the lizard too. Yeah.
Well, yeah, exactly. Cam knows the entire story, Kimberly, so before you say that, Cam can explain it to you in better detail in text than I can. That's the thing, When was the last time the little guy went to the can?
Last night, I'm going to take him soon.
Oh, yeah.
Take a quick shower and then take him out and then go to co-op. I took Moby up the hill.
Well, ask Cam. Cam will explain it to you. Anyways, we better get this video done because I do want to call my dad eventually and find out if I could play Skippo on the schooling today. Otherwise, I got to be up till 5, which means I'm going to be up for 4 hours later unless he tells me to nap. And usually when I nap, Chloe can't get me up. So that thing last night I went to bed and I slept 7 or 8 hours,
I did wake you up in the morning.
Oh, you know what happens when I really am tired. Why the fuck did you wake me up? And Chloe's just standing there going, but you have school today. Fuck school!
So I don't even bother.
Or she sees me looking for my gun that I used to own a long time ago when my Alexa goes off, and I'm like, where the fuck's the gun? You got rid of it, remember? Damn it, I want to blow up Alexa. It woke me up. She's like, well, I'm going back to bed. You know. And by the way, that movie last night was really interesting. They made a black guy instead of the guy that was taking care of his mom in the end. They made him a black guy in the movie. They wanted to diversify it, It'd be like making a reboot of Star Trek. Captain Kirk is a black guy, I don't mind black people. It's just they took too many liberties,
Yeah, try to adjust to changing times.
Yeah, and it didn't work, in my opinion. It sucked. The original was better, in my opinion. Hell, in the beginning, when they showed the part when Campion was getting in his damn car, it was the same damn car from the original movie. It was literally the same make and model. It's like, you son of a bitch. You got the car right, but instead of making Campion a white guy, it was a black guy again.
Doesn't matter if he's black or white.
Instead of seeing the general kill himself in the command center after he finds out there's a communicable raid, he turns around as, Chloe was about to go to bed, where the first episode he's reading Black Irish Yeats, And I know that one very well because Richard Helms's favorite poet was that one, and he's talking about it, and then he kills himself, and then Sue escapes, and then, eventually, it was just interesting. Just interesting, They had like the entire thing, adultery. Basically, have you ever seen the movie National Lampoon's 7 Deadly Sins? You have Andrew Dice Clay driving in his car honking, and he's like, who the fuck gets buried at night? Count fucking Dracula goes in, and this little Indian guy's like, ID, please. ID, please. But it's just a $3 check. So you're buying cat food. Kitty must be pretty fucking hungry. And a little gassy. So it's an interesting thing, you know. It really is, you know. So interesting thing, you know. And by the way, I got some more cherry skulls, so I'm happy about that. But you know, I'm not happy about getting my ass out of bed, you know, either. So I got to find out if Dad will let me sleep, or if he'll let me skip it. I'm not supposed to do movie night with Dad tonight, anyways, because he's got to go to the dentist tomorrow to get a tooth pulled.
So, Bobby, are you happy to be a dog?
No.
Why not?
Because I don't get any hopper.
So, do you like being a dog? You don't? Or you hate being a dog? Bobby, you are a dog. You're always going to be a dog.
Yeah, exactly what Cam says, Kimberly. You see, in the easy Cam terms, Cam decided it was best to diffuse the situation than basically cause problems. Thank you, Cam. Basically, let me put it to you in the easy Kimberly terms. What you're dealing with someone who is possibly autistic with Asperger's, with possible bipolar with the Asperger's, and definitely diagnosed borderline personality disorder, and probably two others as well. So.
Oh, so you're talking about me again instead of.
No, Cam brought up something and we were just talking about it. So that's why Cam was diffusing the situation. So the secret is, like I said, is not to worry about it. You just got to deal with it in your own way. And right now, my own way is just because, you know, one of these days I need to prep on some more perfume. I'm running out. I like perfume, you know. My perfume's almost out. It's the end of the world as we know it, and I feel fine. Yeah, exactly. You know, Kimberly, I just want to say if Pee Wee was here, Pee Wee would have said it a little differently. So, anyways, so basically, like I said, you need to prep for the worst because we're not out of the woods yet. And as long as people don't get vaccinated, I'm not going to get vaccinated because I have my own reasons. But most people don't get vaccinated. The army and the Trumpers, and as they're saying, they're calling it the Trumper.
Trump's people.
Trump people, yeah. You know, some people call it the Trumpers.
Or I call them Trump Americans. There's Americans and Trump Americans. That is Trump Americans. Americans versus Trump Americans.
Anyways, you just gotta basically ask, you know, what's going on, you know. And people these days, a lot of them are not praying for their stimulus check, you know. Oh, yeah, well, thank you, Cam. I appreciate that. Well, I know. That's why I like my unwind time, you know, Kimberly, on my own, you know. So eventually you might have to hear me talk to Dad for 5 minutes and find out about school tomorrow or today. Might do that now if he answers. You guys can just listen. Shouldn't take too long. I want to find out if I can skip school or, you know, I'm gonna have to tell him I made a mistake. Dad's already gonna be like asking me why. There we go. See if he answers. Should be about 3:30 there Eastern time.
It's 3:30 there.
Yeah. And your mom hasn't called you yet.
I could care less.
Yeah.
My mom calls or not. My mom doesn't want to call, then so be it.
He's probably still sleeping.
Still
Or he's
sleeping, eh?
Hey, Dad, I was just checking in with you. I know you have that dental appointment tomorrow. Hey, I didn't think. Yeah, hello, 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 hello. Can you hear me now? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm sorry to call you this early. Usually I don't call. Usually we Zoom after the meeting, but I was curious. I know you're doing that school lesson today. I was just curious if you wanted me there this time around. Because I haven't gone to bed yet. Well, I'll tell you what happened. I binge watched the entire thing in The Stand. So that was my legitimate reason. It did cover adultery in the course though today, and murder, and every other deadly sin. They took a lot of liberties. I gotta tell you, I didn't get it for 99 cents. It charged me $5.99, so I was like, whatever. I'll just pay the $5.99, watch it anyways. That means I can still watch the Indiana Jones. But thing is, you'd have to get the Paramount Plus to do the watch party too. I could always send you a gift card or something so you can pay for the month too, so you can watch it. But The Stand is interesting.
It kind of sucked compared to the original.
Well, like Chloe said, the original was a lot better.
Because they actually tell you story from beginning to end thoroughly.
Well, you might like this one. This one's pretty good. Explains a little. They opened up your mind to understanding a few things. Like the guy in the original was named Randall Flagg. And they didn't explain if it was a demon or whatever. But they say in the movie, the original movie, at the end, he looked like a walking, talking goat man in human flesh. But this one here, they explained. By the way, Whoopi Goldberg's plays the 108-year-old woman. She explains that it's the son of Satan. So the son of Satan came up there and tried to take over Las Vegas. So it was an interesting. Well, no, Whoopi Goldberg wasn't in the last movie. The original. It was no. It was no. It was the remake they did, and they took away Gary Sinise and put in some other guy.
Gary Sinise is like 25
Yeah,
years
well,
old.
Gary Sinise still would pull it off again if they offered him.
Gary Sinise is old now. He's like middle age.
Right? He is cool, 60. Man. He's an awesome guy, in my opinion.
Is he like in his 60s or so, 50s or 60s? Yeah. I just thought the entire story was annoying. I mean, literally. Literally. I just couldn't get into it. It was like one of those movies that you watch, and you're trying to get into it. It's just purely, I couldn't get into it. The storyline and everything. It was just like playing down and kids to do these evil things, and then they see Marines, and at the end the kids crying like, "What did we do?" Well, I will tell you, I've read the book, The Stand, and the reboot doesn't even come close to the ending. They changed the entire ending, from what I know, to the reboot, which was really it sucked. Well, let me put it to you this way. You're right. I mean, think of it this way. For example, several of my moderators are. Uh, well, let me put it to you this way. Out of love for my moderators, okay, they are premeditating to commit murder if they choose so, on the grounds that they're going to defend their home with a air rifle or a crossbow or a bow, whatever they need to defend their food supplies if food runs out. So they are willing to kill to protect their food.
Well, yeah, exactly. Exactly. So but still, I'm more into those religious movies, Dad. I mean, like the Perfect Stranger. I have those books coming, by the way, so I can actually kind of read them as well. So yeah, yeah. Well, I ordered them all. I just figured, what the hell? I got the money. I might as well read something in my downtime since I have nothing better to do. And I love religious stuff, anyways, to a point. Uh huh. I will tell you a joke tonight. I was online, live, and Chloe came out from sleeping and she started in on video games. And I'm rolling my eyes like, look, I'm trying to get everyone to prep and be prepared properly. And she just goes on and on and on. So one of my moderators had to explain to another subscriber that Chloe's not pleasant to be around at times. Chloe's just, Chloe admitted to me the other day that she filed a police report to keep the neighbor away from me. That's the damn reason why, the whole police report on the neighbor supposedly raping her. you know. So, and what's really funny is if I've been keeping track on the ramen. She went out and made hamburger helper last night. I'm like, so I ate two ramen bowls, but the problem is I was sitting on the shitter half the night. So I think it was I think it was the salt content. I don't use a lot of salt. Well, it was one of those hot and spicy bowls. I will tell you. Mm, I will tell you something interesting though. I was gonna make a joke with you and asking if you're fasting right now. I was gonna make a joke and say it's Ramadan. Yeah, that started today. Yeah, so the Muslims are, yeah, Ramadan for you do know it's 30 days. They got to do prayers, fasting, short work week, and they also give tithes or money to to in the Quran it talks about giving money to the poor. So every year Annie posts a picture, yeah, I don't talk about Annie much to you. Aaron knows this well, but every year Annie posts $100 bills or whatever it is, Saudi Arabian currency from her madam and sir that give her gifts like laptop and stuff like that, for being a good little self-serving maid robot. Yeah, so hmm. Yeah, so what's your plan? I know you got to take a shower. You probably smell. I took a bath last night, so and then after I dragged my heels, I made ramen and we sat down and watched the 9 episodes. They're like an hour each. And they were pretty good. Like I said, I think you'd like it if you got Paramount Plus and Amazon. I'd gladly pay it for you or send you a gift card and you can figure out the difference and we can watch the Indiana Jones too. It's all there if you want, and then you can watch the 9 episodes. You can do like 2 episodes a night or 4 episodes of the stand to get it done pretty quick. It's an interesting viewing. Sorry. Hmm. Right. See, if I was there tonight at school, I'm going to try to be there. The thing is, I might bring up the Wicked Bible in 1631 just to be funny because it says, "Thou shalt commit adultery." Well, let me know how it goes if I'm not there. You can tell them your daughter's sleeping or something if I'm not making it. I figured, I should have, but I sleep. I've been sleeping weird hours anyway, so I think I went to bed at like 12 yesterday and got up at like 9:30. So I slept pretty good, but so it is. All right, well, I'll try to make it if I'm not there. You know why? But then again, I will be up around tomorrow night for our movie time. Have you figured out what we're watching? Mm-hmm. All right, as usual, 9:30. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can. I can make it. All right, so 7 o'clock my time. Okay, and that sounds good. I mean, if mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I understand that it's because your tooth's tomorrow. Yeah, yeah, and then work your way back to your regular schedule again, Dad. Okay, I can do that. I'll just have to figure something out, to watch. We watch all the Mormon movies. I don't know what else there is religious wise, unless you want to watch Joan of Arc or The Messenger. That's the Joan of Arc movie too. Otherwise, I don't know what you want. Indiana Jones or whatever. We'll do a Zoom call first, so you know how it is. Mm-hmm. All right then. Talk to you later. Love you. Bye bye. All right, so there goes that. So I called my dad. Dad said if I'm tired, just go to sleep. So Dad's really awesome on that. So I hope I'm not up. If I am, it's because I have to have coffee. Hold on a sec. What is it, Moppy? It's nothing. I'm barking. Better get my water bottle. I'm thinking about it. It's the only beverage I have available. Wanted to send Chloe to get me some milk and some. What else did I want Chloe to get me? Some milk. I was hoping she'd swing by the what you would call it the mercantile. See Chris. See if he has a couple cases of Pepsi to take. Hello Higgins. Yeah, well, let me give you an example of my dad, okay, Cam? So you don't think my dad's an asshole, all right? This is what my dad said. If you believe Jesus, you turn the other cheek. Because he's a minister, he believes in turning the other cheek. I, of course, am like you, stand and fight, but he was right, though. Think of it this way. The other day, I was talking to Dad, right? I'll give you a work down. So the other day, Cam, I asked Dad, well, aren't I supposed to defend my home and my food if we get invaders? He said, no. I said, so I can't buy a sword, chop them down. He said, that's premeditated murder. You're committing sin by basically planning to defend your home with a sword. He said, what if they have a gun? Then I said, well, what if I buy a crossbow? I have one anyways. He's like, no, you don't use it. So I'm like, I can't use a crossbow. I can't use a bow. I can't use a sword. What can I do? He said, turn the other cheek. He said, anytime you buy a weapon for self-defense, that's premeditated murder. No. Jesus never taught to kill. Let me give you an example. When Jesus was in the Garden of Gethsemane, one of his own followers, I believe it was Peter, pulled a sword out and smited one of the high priest's helpers carrying clubs and torches and smite off his ear, Cam. The Lord said, "Those who fight by the sword will die by the sword." You see, so even though Jesus said, "Sell something and buy a sword," he didn't mean use the sword. And then when someone smited off an ear, he healed the person's ear back. But he also said those who use the sword will die by the sword. Or those who use a gun will die by a gun. Or those who use a crossbow will die by a crossbow or a gun. So anyway, look at it. Jesus is saying, be passive. Don't basically be the type that will, be like Gandhi. Gandhi took a beating for what he believed in, and he didn't raise a finger and take violence. Yeah, well, I would do the same. I haven't gone to bed yet, Higgins. And I had to convince my dad to let me go to sleep because, frankly, I'm not the type that wants to be up at school time at 4. The reason for it is I'm tired. And you, Cam, are the only reason why I'm on here right now. Otherwise, I'd be in bed sleeping. No. Jesus doesn't want you to use any weapons. That's where he says, thou shalt not. Legal darts, no. Trank darts, you don't want to use a trank dart either. The thing is someone breaks in your house and you use a trank dart, you still got to explain to the law why you used the trank dart. It's not just clear cut easy, You use a sword on someone and they die. The police take you away still for manslaughter and explain. Same goes if you use a spear on the guy or a pole arm or a battle axe or a war hammer. You crush a guy's skull in with a war hammer, they're going to be saying why. And they'll be like, well, the guy had it coming. He tried to rob my house and take my food. I mean, think of it. Let me put it this way, Cam. You murder someone with a war hammer, they're going to take you to jail. You murder someone with a gun, they're going to take you to jail. The thing is, you don't have all the money in China to basically get yourself out of it. You might be sitting and rotting in prison for 6 months before they decide to let you go, or a year. It's not clear-cut self-defense. Even though they're stand your ground rules, the thing is they really want you to run to another room and call 911 and let the damn people do it. Yeah, but the thing is do you really want murder on your head? Thing is you will be judged for the rest of your life as a murderer, even if you took someone's life in self-defense. Thing is, trust me, murder is something you don't want. If they break in, like my dad says, you have the right to defend yourself, but you have mostly not to murder. The Bible is clear cut. Thou shalt not murder. That means even if your house is being raided, the laws here are so lax, you're still going to jail. So you'll be in jail awaiting murder charges or manslaughter charges. And even if you get off the hook with manslaughter or murder, first degree, second degree, or third degree, because of the judge, they might still slap you with 7 years for manslaughter. So is it really worth going to jail for 7 years over a can of beans? I mean, come on. If they break in, you don't do anything. That's what I'm saying. Dad's saying the same thing. He's teaching the 10 Commandments. One is, thou shalt not kill. The question is, Cam, do you think anyone's going to go and raid your house? No. It's basically a hypothetical. Most people are living in their own safety and they won't have any problems. But you're talking about, you see, your mindset's already ready to kill. So therefore, in your mind, when the good Lord judges you, he's going to say, look, you committed murder. No, wrong, Higgins. You double up socks and you put quarters in them. Just make sure you wound the guy and don't kill him. Murder is not a strong suit for people. Well, yeah, you can break their leg, that's fine, but don't murder. That's the thing. Break in your house, you use a bat on their leg, crack them. But don't use much lethal force, because if you use lethal force and they're dead, you're the one going to jail. That's the thing. Self-defense is not clear cut anymore in this country. Back then, self-defense is different. That's what I'm trying to say, My thing is your best course of action, set up some cameras and keep them around your home, and that's it. And the thing is that's where the cameras come in. I got a camera at the door for package thieves. Everyone knows I have a camera at the door. Why do you think they don't mess with my packages? Dad was saying if I bought a gun for self-defense, it's still premeditated murder. He was explaining that in last week's course, but, he also thinks guns need to be controlled too, as a controlled substance or a controlled item. Not like it isn't controlled anyways. You got to file a background check just to buy one, I'm not stocking up in anything. The less money I spend, the better off I am, Higgins. Until we get back to stockpiling what's needed. By the way, Higgins should basically hear this if you didn't hear it. Coffee is being shorted out, so you might want to basically get your favorite beverages before you run out, because it's getting harder and harder to find Java. Yeah, well, I have cameras set at my door, so before anyone even comes in, I activate my camera and it'll tell me exactly what I need to know and who, because frankly, I'm not going to allow someone to break into my house. So I got the door and I got the camera and I got it set to my little tablet phone device here, See, all I do is I go here. See? When the blue screen loads, which will load, whatever, I don't care about the updated software, okay? See? It tells me if there's a package right there. See? It's live. I can record it too. Yeah, well, there's more. There's a toilet paper shortage too, Cam. And there's a paper towel shortage. That's why Amazon has shipped me. Nah, I got a camera at my door, so they're not going to bother me at all. But I was talking to Dad the other day about buying another crossbow, and he's like, "No, that's premeditated murder." The thing is you got to train your mind, and that's the thing. If you train your mind properly, as a religious person, you won't get that hankering to go commit murder or even try to commit murder. So, the thing is, I got to choose my movie for tonight. Anyways, you guys heard me preach, thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not murder. Actually, you guys heard me basically say it the same. There's a 1631 King James Wicked Bible edition. It's worth probably close to $100,000 right now in mint condition, $150,000. Reason for it is because the Wicked Bible is 1631 and it says, "Thou shalt commit adultery." No. Out here we have deers populating. We have 30 to 40 deer every day roaming the neighbor's yard. He's got it all fenced in so the deers can walk between the properties and everything else, and etc. And the deer enjoy it, and because the deer enjoy it, there's 30 or 40 of them. So killing a deer was considered poaching. So I eat lamb mostly. Anyways, I was trying to figure out my movie for tonight. Something that is. Movie. For your outdoor hobby. Yeah. Yeah. Trying to figure a movie out. Thou shalt commit adultery. That's in the 1611. Let's see. What are the Perfect Strangers available? There we go. The Perfect Stranger movie. Yep, free still. I love that movie. I like the second one too. Nikki and the Perfect Stranger is free. Oh yeah, I'm gonna watch that. That's gonna be another Perfect Stranger is free. No shit. No shit. I'm gonna enjoy those tonight, man. I love those movies. Haha, very funny. Chloe basically has got a bicycle she needs to use, so she should get her shower in soon. She's kind of worried about me right now sleeping, weird hours, all three are for free on Amazon right now. The Perfect Stranger movies are all free. I also like watching The Shack. The Shack's not on Cinemax right now either, so I gotta watch it on HBO. I love The Shack. I also like that one movie, that one free series. There's like 3 seasons called The Book of Mormon. That's pretty good too. Um, and then The Working Glory is really good too. I like watching those Mormon movies. I just can't get enough Mormon movies. The Mormons are an interesting lot by themselves. Ephraim's Rescue is really good too. And then that other one's really good too. The cart, the something cart. You already seen the first one. You didn't see the second and third one. You might want to go watch the second and third one, man. Second and third one are highly recommended. I mean, if you've seen the first one where he goes to dinner, he returns in the second and third one. Hey, literally, I'll give you the links to both of them. Just go watch them both since you've seen the first one. Jefferson Moore plays perfect in those two. Love those. They're free, so I gotta watch them again. Yeah, here's the second one and the third one. Watch those. They're free right now if you have Amazon Prime, and I'm a Prime member, so getting these for free is like fine. And the thing is, Amazon's always updating their free service too, so watch both of them. Those ones are really good. So second and third ones for free, so I might watch those. I love the second one. I like third one too. How Jesus is a normal guy trying to buy a coffee and a donut in the airport. That was pretty good too in the second one. Nick Nolte's pretty good too. Who plays the third one though? It's not Pamela Brumley, no, it's Juliana Allen. Another good religious movie is called Touched by Yeah, that's fine. I'll probably be up a little later, depending on my sleeping schedule, Cam. I'm trying to get people to prep. What was that one? The Heavenly Kid, I think, is the other movie. I wonder if that's available. I think The Heavenly Kid's available too as an 80 movie. Yep, free right there. Jason Griddick, Lewis Smith. That was a good movie too. Noah's Ark was pretty cheesy, for the movie. The Heavenly Sword. Oh, Iron Eagle's available. I'll have to watch it. License to Drive's available. No way, I love that one. Corey Haim, Corey Feldman. Iron Eagle. I wonder if Iron Eagle 2, 3, and 4 is available. I haven't seen them in a while. See, this is what I like to do in my spare time. Iron Eagle 2 you can't get. Iron Eagle 3 you can't rent. And Iron Eagle 4 you can. That kind of sucks. I wanted to see 2 and 3. Left Behind. Oh, yeah, that was a good movie. Blue Thunder is good too. Final Countdown's free. Oh, yeah, the Karate Kid. Them charging you for right now. I like the Karate Kid. I heard the Cobra Kai is gonna have season 5 now. Well, do what you wish, man. If you got the cash, go for it. Me, I already have my home phone right here. Q-Link. It's not bad. I personally, just don't like using it much. So, yeah. Well, you go ahead and watch them, Cam. Higgins, you're still with me. Kimberly, did you leave, or are you still with me, hon? All right, good. I just don't want to leave yet. I should, but I won't. Just can't believe how many nice movies are available. I got that. I got the Indiana Jones movies I can watch too. I think. Apparently, Indiana Jones is under Paramount still. So Indiana Jones, Indiana Jones 2, Indiana Jones 3, and Indiana Jones 4. Cool. I'm gonna watch that then. Oh, Dora and the Lost City of Gold is available. That's cool. The Mummy. Oh, the Mummy's available. Love the Mummy. I like the Mummy 2 and 3. I think I like the Mummy 3 better. HBO's got the first Mummy, so hey, the Mummy 2's was there too. Cool. I might make it a Mummy night too. The Tomb of the Dragon Raider you got to pay for though. So Mummy Tomb of the Dragon Raider is $3.99. Yeah, I like that one the best when it goes to China. Yeah, those are good movies. I'm not really a fan of that one movie, But the Mummies are on HBO, so I might have to go and watch those. I don't know. I have no clue who he is. Don't really care. He's just a good actor. I like him. Might have to make it a Mummy night one of these days. You see, this is one reason why I tell you guys to prep. When you prep, you get streaming service. I have HBO, Showtime, Cinemax, Disney, Hulu, Netflix, Amazon Prime. I got all the good, Brandon Fraser. Yeah, maybe. I think that's his name. Don't really care. I also have other subscriptions too. I have the Pokemon channel, which I'm paying for. I've never used yet. Amazon loves when they pre-up me on some of them. You know, I also got like I think I got Boomerang too. I think yeah, Boomerang, $5 for that. I got BritBox, which I don't use, and Epic, which I've used twice. And yeah, so my subscriptions are pretty good. My HBO. I just like my movies, you know. I like Showtime too. So, Pauly Shore is classic. In the Army Now. I love seeing that one. But you're not my first sergeant. That's just a rank, first sergeant, you know. In the Army Now, Pauly Shore. What about Son-in-Law? That was pretty good too. Pauly Shore, yeah. Encino Man, gotta rent that. You gotta rent In the Army Now. That's a rental. Pauly Shore is dead. That's free. Biodome's free. Opposite Day is house guest. Pauly Shore. Jury Duty. You gotta rent that one. Pauly Shore stands alone. Yeah, some of them, you know. Pauly Shore Adopted. Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead. Christina Applegate. Those are some good movies, I tell you. Son-in-Law, that was a pretty good movie too, you know. So, you know, we could talk about movies all day, Higgins, but you know how it is. I like those movies, so, you know, but I enjoy a good movie from time to time, you know. Son-in-Law. My sister got me into that one in Alaska. Yeah, you gotta pay for that one. Those are pretty damn funny movies. So, anyways, like I said, you need to prep. Is what you got to do. Hold on a second. I got to use the bathroom. So I spoke to Dad. Said if I go to sleep, I go to sleep. He's gonna bring up the Wicked Bible. He's like, "Go to sleep. Go to sleep." Staying up for me. I'm really tired, man. He's like, "What were you doing when we talking about that movie?" He's like, "I never liked you." Then he was talking about
I'm listening.
that movie that he had at Lord of the Flies. He was saying it's basically kids going primitive due to the fact, you know. By the way, I thought about doing a movie night soon. Amazon's got a couple movies that might be of an interest to me. They're on, two of them are on HBO. I read the third one since I have the money. The Mummy series.
Cool.
First two are free on HBO. The third one, well, we're paying for HBO. The third one, you gotta rent the Tomb of the Dragon Emperor. I like that one.
I like the first one.
First one's cool too, yeah.
The second one's okay. I like that.
Yeah. I like Moppy. Look at the little Shih Tzu. Moppy the Shih Tzu in his doggy bed. Anyways, hopefully. Alright, enjoy cooking. So we got 4 people and only Higgins is commenting. Higgins, do you want me to stay around or could I disappear and put a movie in and relax? Because, you know, like I said, you guys need to prep, basically. Don't waste money unless you have to. And just prep, you know. Prepping is the key. Future is going to be at stake because everyone needs to realize, and I'm going to give you guys a video link for YouTube that you might want to check out because it's really, really scary, by the way. Let me show you this. Here you go. Check this video out if you haven't. This is a good source of info. check this movie out, Higgins. You might want to watch it on Amazon. So, for the rest of you out there, just prep. Watch that link I gave you down below. You'll find it to be very information, So, Cam's watching movies. Higgins has got to eat. Kimberly's got to eat. That just leaves us 3 people. So, 3 of you guys, you're not watching, so check it out. Let me know. Anyways, I will check in with you guys tonight or tomorrow, depending on what I'm doing. So, with that said, everyone, thanks for watching, everyone. Just remember, prep. Get your supplies early before they all run out, and then you're stuck. So, that said, everyone, please add and subscribe. Please post comments, leave feedback, suggestion, hit the like, subscribe button, so it's plenty for your family, including your dogs, your cats, your buddies, your service dogs. Thanks for watching. God bless you. God bless America, and God bless the United States of America, and God bless the world. Thank you, and good night.